On the attack, the back set. Ah, fantastic.
Wow. Solid block from Tibayan on that attack.
Back to Adamson. Jimenez with that back set.
The Philippine Coast Guard defense, solid blocking coming from the orange shirts. One more try.
Good net defense by the Generals.
Almodiel scoring through the blockers. Eusebio Pumalo sent up.
Set up job DiMarco. Combination play. And they're up 5-0. Lasal on the attack. Combination again.
UST ready for it. Then the drop.
And that's another successful hit coming from Camposan.
Coverage was good. But look at San Andres.
Our third and final offering of this action-packed Thursday inside the Paco Arena in Manila. It will be Hachiran FEU taking on San Sebastian. And this is your 2019 Open Conference of Spikers Turf. That is your third and final matchup on tap. As we welcome you to our coverage here on One Sports, my name is Carlo Pamintuan alongside Mosh and Mosh. Hachiran FEU, unfortunately for them, were grouped with two really good teams, but at this point they're still hoping to have the opportunity to make it into the next stage, although things are looking bleak.
This is the last stretch here in the elimination round, and this will be the last game of Hachiran FEU. Sadly, they lost against PLDT. That's why they lost that little chance to get in that quarterfinal round.
Let's take a look at our team standings right now. As you can see there, the only way that things could work out for them is if they win this one, and if PLDT Home Fiber, the power hitters, lose their last game, and then we'll try to see if the numbers favor them or not. But as you said, it was a lost opportunity in that last game because they were right there in the matchup against PLDT, only falling short. As you take a look at the numbers of the matchup that we are talking about, two powerhouse teams, two very strong teams, and it stretched all the way into 5 sets. These were your final numbers.
Hot start for FEU in that game, especially for Mark Calado and JP Bugawan. Strong net defense as well, but they were not able to sustain everything on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th set. PLDT took advantage of their lack of consistency and experience.
And it was actually FEU who got a good start in that matchup. As you said, they fizzled in the end, allowing PLDT to take home the victory. For San Sebastian, they ran into a strong contender as well in the Philippine Army, who was just looking for one victory, one last chance to score a win in the 2019 Open Conference before bowing out of our competitions. And it was a straight set result for BCDA Army.
A fair percentage for San Sebastian in that game, but Philippine Army was too eager to get a win in that last game. They did not give a chance to San Sebastian to recover anymore.
Couple of collegiate teams, one from the NCAA, the other from the UAAP. They will lock horns and will meet the starters when we come back.
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Erlindo Eusebio, National Referee. Second referee, James Oliver Mora, National Referee. Let's now meet the starting 6 from the Hachiran FEU Ramen Masters. Let's start off with the team captain, jersey number 8, John Paul Bugawan. At number 3, Chris Cian Silang. Number 6, Mark Calado. Number 13, Jose Magdaleno Havilona. Number 15, Peter John Kiel. And number 17, Martin Bugawan. With liberos, number 11, Vince Lorenzo. And number 22, Rio Blasfli de Remdes. Mentored by their head coach, Ray Diaz. Let's now meet the starting 6 from the San Sebastian College Golden Stags. Let's start off with jersey number 3, Julius James Lana. Number 4, Reynald David Honra. Number 9, John Mark Lim. At number 14, Aldre Mori Ferrer. Number 15, Dominic Ramirez. And number 16, Robbie Pamitan. With liberos, number 2, Jerome Andrade, and number 20, Marvin John Bihag. Head coach, Mr. Norby Labuga. This is match number 51 of the preliminaries from Pool C. Good luck to both teams.
Your starting units for Hatcheran FEU, of course, we know that they will be banking on the strength of John Paul Bugawan, who scattered 29 points in their last game, aided by Peter John Kiel, and of course, even Mark Calado. And on the other end, itong si Honra has been someone that we have been keeping an eye on because he has had outstanding stints. Even if, his team cannot pull it together, he definitely has impressed in his performance here in the Open Conference. Is about ready to start the action. Again, your third and final offering, Hatcheran FEU, the Ramen Masters, going up against the San Sebastian Golden Stags. And to start things off, we will have Ferrer serving for San Sebastian.
First serve of the match belongs to San Sebastian setter Andre Ferrer.
As a winless team, San Sebastian will have to figure out a way to turn those losses into lessons. And this is the perfect opportunity to finally pick up their win and get something to celebrate dito sa kanilang stint in the Open Conference.
That is right, Carlo. This is our second to the last game. Their last game would be against Philippine Coast Guard. And you know what? All they want to do right now is to enjoy the experience here in Spikers Turf, playing against stronger teams.
That's a violation against San Sebastian. So immediately, Hatcheran FEU getting a quick 2-0 advantage.
We would expect Hatcheran FEU to have a hot start again, just like their last game against PLDT. Since I asked a couple of players earlier, they said na ang dami nilang errors on the third set, na dapat natapos na nila yung game and nakuha nila yung panalo. Na ngayon kailangan nila bumawi.
That was Peter John Kiel with his second point of this matchup, this time coming off a quick attack. That's hit the antenna, so service error. That will give the first point for San Sebastian. Yung naging problema for San Sebastian in their last matchup against the Army, their first balls weren't perfect. They weren't on point. That is why they struggled to get their offense going.
They just couldn't control the attacks of Dolor and everybody in the Philippine Army.
Of course, in Labide.
Labide, sorry, that was Labide and Reyes.
Service error on the other side, though, for San Sebastian. This is something that you cannot afford if you're San Sebastian. You have to minimize your errors as much as possible.
Definitely, since Hatcheran FEU will take advantage of your errors and convert it to their attack points.
Back set there, well defended by Hatcheran FEU. Chance ball now for the white shirts. Another quick attack.
But that will be outside, but there was a ball touch from San Sebastian. Now the point will go to Hatcheran FEU.
That was Bugawan scoring, as FEU currently enjoys a 3-point advantage. Peter Kiel with the serve. Over reception, and that is the result.
Ferrer wanting to go to that one-hand set, but no attacker was there.
I think it was a little confusion from San Sebastian. They weren't sure if he wanted to send it across already, kasi alanganin nga yung first ball.
To set it or to drop the ball dito sa court ng Hatcheran FEU. Again, San Sebastian having some troubles in getting the service.
There should be another opportunity to score for Hatcheran FEU. Good defense there from the floor for San Sebastian. That soft touch somehow works for Honra.
Definitely, he saw that no one was there for Hatcheran FEU. They were expecting a strong attack from Honra.
Thinking player talaga itong si Honra. You know? It's not all about power for him.
Variations, he can do drop ball, off speed, and powerful attacks. That's why he is the most reliable player for San Sebastian.
That's a cheap error to give up. And that will lead us into our first technical timeout of this matchup, 8-3 in favor of Hatcheran FEU.
Kuhanin natin dito. Okay yan eh. Dito ka nang galing, pero mag-i-slide ka. Diba? O kaya, kung gusto nyo dito manggaling pit, huwag kayong dumikit para yung bola lumagpas dito. Kayo nagpapahirap sa sarili nyo. Malakas nga, pero walang options.
Scotch.
Ba't ganun? Hindi naman yun. Pwede kayo dito, diretsuhin nyo, hayaan nyo lumagpas. Bago lumagpas, paluin mo. Paglagpas, paluin mo. Sa ibabaw, paluin mo. Tatlo kagad ang option. Diba? O kaya, lumutang at sundan mo dito yung bola. Ha? Teng, bilisan mo yung palo sa pinakamataas. Malakas, pero mababa yung daan ng bola. Mark, focus sa receive, JJ. Huwag nyo na pag-receive si Vince. Ang bilis.
San Sebastian, after this, will have another opportunity to pick up a victory as they go up against the Philippine Coast Guard Dolphins on October 3. That's still here inside the Paco Arena. That'll be game number 2 of that playdate. We thank you for joining us here on One Sports. You're watching us on TV or through our live stream. We thank you for your continued support of the 2019 Open Conference of Spikers Turf. This will be an attack error.
Too low for Liberato on that attack. Hindi na rin niya na-timingan yung bola and he wasn't sure kung papaluin niya talaga.
Honra denied by Bugawan.
Of course, Bugawan was there. Honra opting to go for that off-speed attack, but you cannot do that when Bugawan is in front.
We're talking about JP Bugawan because it is Martin Bugawan serving now for Hatcheran FEU. Back set. Pamitan could only send it across. Oh, that's a net violation, a clear one. Sumabit, it's also John Mark Lim.
Early net violation, wanting to block that attack. Unfortunately, nahawakan niya agad yung net.
3 straight points for Hatcheran FEU after that technical timeout as San Sebastian wants to call their own.
Alam niyo naman, lalaki ng mga block yan, di ba? Dapat yung receive natin maayos para makaplay tayo. Kasi puro open tayo, wala. Lalaki ng blocker. Oo, dudukutin. Tara. Pag-receive ang kapatay niya agad. Gusto mo na kayo Mark, tubig, kailangan isang galin. Sobrang kaba mo, sinabitan mo. Diba, sabi ko, pagkatapos, sa gitna mag-usap kayo. Ay, go, tara, siglaan kasi natin. Mag-usap kayo. Go.
11-3 is the count now in favor of Hatcheran FEU against San Sebastian, as this winless team is still, struggling to put points on the board. It's not entirely a surprise because we know coming into this matchup that Hatcheran is the favorite squad.
And Hatcheran, as I mentioned earlier, gusto kasi nilang bumawi dun sa last game nila against PLDT. Na almost they got that game first and second set, but on the third set they collapsed.
Another net touch whistled against San Sebastian. But it happens because yung depensa ng San Sebastian, litong-lito na sila kung saan sila magbabantay. Kaya hindi sila makapwesto as their problems are compounded by this service ace.
Because you are looking at Bugawan, Havelona, Calado, and Martin Bugawan for Hatcheran FEU. Now, nag-aabang sila kung sino yung papalo, and knowing that malalakas pumalo talaga itong players ng Hatcheran FEU. I think, Carlo, meron din ditong confusion sa isip ng San Sebastian if they can get that powerful attacks from Hatcheran FEU.
14-3, what a devastating start for Hatcheran FEU, and that will force the hand of San Sebastian to shuffle up their players. In comes Timothy John Eusebio. That is another attack error 15-3. What a dominant display here in the first set.
San Sebastian just couldn't get that first ball from Hatcher and FEU. Kanina pa sila nahihirapan from the service line and even sa atake nitong FEU.
This is a workable first ball, but good defense there coming from Hachiran FEU. Another chance here for San Sebastian to finally score and stop the bleeding, but they could not find a way. Honra. Well defended there, and that push will work out for JP Bugawan once again. Look at this much. Our score at the first technical timeout was 8-3, and now we'll go to the second technical timeout with a 16-3 score. Hindi man lang nakaisa itong San Sebastian, as they have a lot to talk about during this break.
Okay lang, basta pinalo niyo isa. Top spin na lang yung bola.
Guys, hindi ka tayo score.
Dito tayo sa loob.
Reminding everyone of our tournament system for your 2019 Open Conference of Spikers Turf. We have 10 club teams and 14 school-based teams. And ito na nga yung aabangan natin, no? The quarter-final round, because things are definitely shaping up. Nalalaman na natin kung sino yung mga papasok into the next stage of our competitions.
Only the top 2 teams per pool will advance in the quarterfinal round, and of course the top-seeded team will have a twice-to-beat advantage. Now for our semifinals and final round, we will have a best-of-3 series. So talagang, Carlo, hinahanap natin yung magagaling talaga per pool. Top 2 teams lang. When you lose two games in a row or 2 games in a pool, well, medyo wala ka ng chance pa pumasok sa quarterfinals.
Oh, this is what you can do if you have a massive advantage here in the first set. You can shuffle up your players, give your younger ones some experience. At yun naman talaga yung rason kung bakit sumasali yung collegiate teams, because they want to season their players going up against fellow collegiate teams and club teams at that.
And it is a big factor for a player na makapaglaro ka. Even just 1 game in a league na ganito malaki yung gap nyo sa scores, and hindi ka mapipressure na hindi ka pwedeng magka-error.
This is Javelona serving now as Hachiran FEU is protecting a 13-point advantage, 17-4. Go to the back row. Easily defended by Hachiran FEU. Tagal-tagal nang hindi nakaka-score off an attack itong San Sebastian. Can they finally get it? Yes, they will.
Finally, Eusebio through the hands of the blockers of Hatcher and FEU. And kaya rin, Carlo, mahirap lusutan itong Hatcher and FEU. It's because of their net defense. Sink na sink yung blockers kapag tumatalon sila.
Oh, another service error. This one was way long.
Unfortunate service error na dapat yun na yung mag-pull ng momentum sila on that last play.
Forgettable performance so far here in the first set for San Sebastian. Shell-shocked, no? Nagulat dun sa level na nilalaro ng Hachiran FEU. As Lim somehow finds a way to get it through the blockers and in.
Finding that gap between the blockers and the net. He was early kasi, and then medyo late na tong blockers ng Hatcher and FEU, kaya nagkaroon ng konting gap.
Lim will set it up. Ay, di maganda yung pagkakaangat. De Guzman could not even try to send that across.
No overset for Lim. Another error for San Sebastian.
Again, yun yung problema pag hindi maganda yung first ball, kasi hindi sa center mo mapupunta yung pangalawang bola.
And resulting na hindi makakaset up ng maayos sa attackers.
19-6. Combination play. Another net touch. So if you count the net touches, if you count the service errors, halos kalahati siguro ng output ng FEU galing sa ganyan. San Sebastian will request another timeout. Time to talk things over once again.
Ang lala. Gusto nyo kasi makipagsabayan sa kanila, di ba? Kung ano yung laro natin, yun na lang gagawin natin. Di ba? Kung mabagal yung laro natin, bagala natin, huwag natin bilisan kasi hindi naman yung laro natin. Kung sila mabilis, kung tayo mabagal, huwag tayo sumabay dun sa kanila. Kung receive natin mataas, taas nyo lang. Setter na bahala dun.
Ay, isipin mo lang sa malaban.
Oy, may kwanto ba yung baha?
(20-6) in this outstanding start for Hachiran FEU. They're looking to close it out early, but still in the process give their youngsters, give their lesser used players, lesser utilized players some opportunity to shine.
And a chance to enjoy the game. And hindi na tayo magugulat, Carlo, if their errors, talking about San Sebastian, mas mataas kaysa dito sa score nila right now, which is 7.
Suarez scoring there. We all know him as a very aggressive setter. Pag nakakita talaga siya ng puwang, he takes full advantage of it.
No one from San Sebastian was there to get that ball. And what I like about Hachiran FEU, hindi sila nagre-relax.
Yeah.
Kahit ganito yung nilalaro ng San Sebastian.
Same level. And this is a good attack coming from Eusebio. Pero narinig natin kanina from the coach nitong San Sebastian, si Coach Norby Labuga, was wag niyong lalaroin yung laro ng FEU. That's certainly something that they can focus on after this first set.
Kasi nakita niya kanina sinasabayan sa atake, but hindi sila makasabay sa net defense and floor defense. Kaya ang dami na nilang errors. Now, nung tinik nila advice ni coach, medyo nag-relax sila. And you see, nakascore na sila.
Kasi nga yung Hachiran FEU, sobrang bilis nila umatake. And if you try to play with the same speed, and it's not really your strength, baka maging errors pa yan instead of points.
And matataranta ka to, think of what you're going to do kapag binalik agad nila yung bola. Because Hachiran FEU, fast transitions kasi sila from the first ball, atake agad.
That's a new setter now.
Too wide for Lana on that attack.
Velasquez checking in now as Hachiran FEU is at set point. Honra, another attacking error, and that will seal the deal. That was a quick first set as Hachiran FEU simply dominated the San Sebastian Golden Stags 25-8. Let's see if they can recover in our second set. These were the numbers in the first set at yung pinupunta natin kanina, Mush. 15 errors from the side of San Sebastian. Really did not help themselves in that set.
Numbers that you cannot see normally. Mas malaki yung errors, 15, and they just scored 8 in the first set. Now, their main problem is their floor defense. Their first ball, hindi nila mapunta sa setter. And kaya kapag umaatake itong Hatcheran FEU, patay agad because very disoriented right now yung San Sebastian. And let us see if they can adjust in the second set.
Let's see what changes they will employ in the second set. San Sebastian needing a lot of adjustments to be able to hang with Hatcheran FEU. Of course, sila naman hindi na nila hawak yung sarili nilang entry into the playoffs because they will need the PLDT home fiber power hitters to lose in their last game. But you know what? It's still part of the process. You still want to put yourself in the best position possible, even to advance.
If they get this win right now and PLDT will lose against the Philippine Coast Guard, then meron pang chance itong Hatcheran FEU.
Let's see who will start it with a point, and it will be San Sebastian.
Now a good block from San Sebastian on Calado's attack.
Alam natin na Honra is an outstanding attacker. How would it be more possible for San Sebastian to go to him more regularly?
Because Carlo, hindi talaga siya nakakahawak ng bola. Kasi from the first ball pa lang, the second ball, shaky na. Hindi na naman nasa-set ng maayos. Na kung nakakapalo si Honra, ginagawa na lang niya ng paraan.
The first set, it was one big run that changed things up. And now, another error mula sa San Sebastian. FEU taking the lead 2-1.
A net touch violation called against San Sebastian, but that attack as well was already outside.
Yep. Lalakas ng serve, and this would be an ace for Mark Calado.
You know, in their last game, Carlo, Mark Calado, ang ganda ng service aces din niya versus PLDT, and yun yung nag-set ng tone for Hatcheran FEU in the second set.
Going to that jump serve once again. But this is a much better first ball. Kaya naman naka-atake yung San Sebastian. Another quick attack for Kiel does not work. Oh, that's a good angle. Good find from Eusebio.
Seems like San Sebastian is adjusting very well here and early in this set.
Huwag ka lang magpapaiwan masyado, no? That should be the lesson for San Sebastian because when FEU got going, bumaba rin yung kumpiyansa ng San Sebastian and it snowballed from there.
And tuloy-tuloy na itong Hatcheran FEU kapag nakuha na ulit nila yung magandang rhythm nila. Now, JP Bigawan is in front for Hatcheran FEU.
But the attacks are now falling as Honra scores to inch San Sebastian closer.
Yun yung hindi natin nakikita kanina kay Honra, yung nalulusutan niya yung blockers. And you can see the respect of Hatcheran FEU. Triple block pa rin.
As we said, Honra is a really good attacker. Meanwhile, they cannot find a way, talking about the Golden Stags, to slow down itong si JP Bugawan.
Hindi ganun kalakas yung palo ni Bugawan on that one. But it was so fast na lumusot na lang yung bola sa net.
Tsaka paangat pa lang yung blocker, and this will be another service ace for Hatcheran FEU. This is Martin Bugawan. Again, if you remember, siya yung nagsaserve kanina nung kumawala talaga yung Hatcheran FEU in the first set. Let's see if he can do the same. No, he won't, as Lim finds a way to score.
Right now, the net defense of Hatcheran FEU is not working.
Yeah.
Na parang kanina on the first set, kanina walang nakakaluso talaga sa palo ng San Sebastian. But right now, it seems like merong gap yung kamay ng mga blockers kaya nalulusutan sila ng San Sebastian.
From the back row, that is out. Now only a 1-point advantage for Hatcheran FEU.
Now, I mentioned earlier na ang gusto natin sa Hatcheran FEU, hindi sila nagre-relax. But in this set, it seems like very relaxed itong Hatcheran FEU.
Oh, but this will be a service error mula kay Eusebio. Going back to what cost them an opportunity to give a good showing, a better showing in the first set. Service errors really haunting them. Good effort there defensively. But Hachiran will get the opportunity to score. Calado. Good dig by the libero. Pero yung blockers kumakagat na rin for Hachiran FEU. That will be out.
Better floor defense for San Sebastian. Unfortunately, that was too wide for Honra.
Heading to the first technical timeout of the second set. Hachiran FEU up 8-5 against San Sebastian.
Blocker. Butas yung block nila. Sa bibilis ako ng buka yung block sa sabi. No, service, ba't patas? Nagagit ko sila eh. Straight pull eh. Wala na, bawi na, wala na. So lahat ng service, patusok ka, huwag yung pataas ha. Para kung ma-receive man, mahirapan sila.
Tatlo lang guys.
Diskarte lang. Huwag tayo mo yung pagkakasal sa kanya.
Ay, nakita. Silahan niyo pa.
Hey, go! Hey! Sebastian! Hey!
This was the last result for San Sebastian. They gave a good fight, but ultimately fell short against BCDA Army.
You know, the Philippine Army, gustong-gusto talaga nila manalo because this game, last game na nila yon. So hindi nila binigyan ng chance yung San Sebastian bumawi and ended that game in 3 sets only.
But you know what? The difference in that matchup, kahit na 3-0, it was just 8 points. So you know that in terms of yung kalidad ng players, San Sebastian could have, you know, been a better competitor against the Army.
It was a good game for San Sebastian. But sadly for them, because the Philippine Army veteran players yun eh.
Yeah.
So dinaanan lang nila sa pagka-veterano nila and even the mentality, the consistency.
JJ Javelona now serving for the white shirts. Sharp one. Hachiran, Calado scores once again.
Cross-court attack by Calado. No one was there for San Sebastian.
Skying high there, the blocker is not enough to slow him down as he gets another point. Wayward serve there.
Service error for Javelona and apologizing right away.
Still a comfy 4-point advantage for Hachiran FEU, 10-6. Quick attack. Well defended doon si Bugawan. They go to the back row. Calado sends it across. San Sebastian scrambling here. And that is another attack error.
1-2-1, too wide on that attack. Masyado na kasing pababa yung bola ng pinalo niya. Nasa ilalim din siya.
And now we have a conversation between the team captain and our lead official. It may be about the substitutions, yung pagpapalit ng kanilang mga libero.
Yes, yung pwesto ng libero pag nagpalit because libero replacement. Meron kasing tamang timing lang na dapat sabay sila sa line, hindi pwedeng mauna papasok or mauna yung lalabas. Kailangan sabay sila.
So that's a stern warning coming from our official. But a good response coming from Kint Sanchez.
Good quick attack by Sanchez. And now, this is a better set for San Sebastian. Nakaka-attack sila. And gumaganda na rin yung first balls nila. Now, good adjustments from them. Let us see kung magagawa nila ito towards the end of this set.
One of the tallest players para dito sa San Sebastian. Again, another set goes in. Finds a way to score. Itong si Silang.
Just dropping that ball over. Patalon pa lang yung blockers pero wala na silang nagawa. That one was too fast.
May butas na naman sa gitna yung depensa ng San Sebastian. Their attacks are looking much better here in the second set, but their defense is still a little bit wanting.
A deadly cross-court attack once again by Calado.
Silang still serving for Hachiran FEU. They're up 13-7. Oh, that's a check ball. Scoring for San Sebastian.
That was a net touch violation.
Net touch.
Called against Ramirez. Pagbaba niya, sumobra yung talon niya.
Sayang na pagkakataon. Could have been a great opportunity for them to score. Timeout requested by San Sebastian.
Sa gitna siya, di ba? Sa gitna siya, di ba?
Hindi ko sa
Sa gitna siya, di ba?
Ay, sa dulo siya. Dulo siya.
Bakit sa dulo?
Ako coach sa dulo. Sa gitna siya.
Sa gitna siya, di ba? O ba't sa dulo ka?
Hindi, sige.
Buti hindi tinawagan ng referee.
Yung coach.
Tapos, ha? Tumama yung ulo ko sa baba.
Uy! Ayos tayo! Parisibunay sa parisibunay. Hey, Sebastian! Pante.
If you go to the percent ng success of the attackers for both squads, I'm sure it's not that far.
In
Hindi
this
naman ganun
set.
kalayo in this particular set. But now Hachiran FEU has doubled up on the score of San Sebastian because of the errors.
San Sebastian, they need to focus kasi kahit yung positioning ng players nila nawawala. But good attack on that one from Lana.
See, if they get good first balls, they have a really good opportunity to score. So the problem for them right now is just a little bit of consistency. What a combination there. One-handed set from Silang and then Kiel with a quick kill.
With his long hands, nahabol niya yung bola kahit nauna na yung approach ni Peter Kiel.
This is Vincent Jade Nadera. Seeing action for Hachiran FEU. Combination play working out once again for Eusebio.
Eusebio just disregarding Havelona and Peter Kiel on that attack through the hands of the blockers. Very nice combination play from San Sebastian. You see, Carlo, they have the skills para makalaban sa Hachiran FEU. I think in the first set talagang nagulat lang sila kung paano maglaro yung Hachiran, but now they are adjusting very well and nakakahabol sila.
Now they're helped out by an attack error coming from Hachiran FEU, and as a result they're only down by 5, 15-10. Abelona easily dug up there. Good blocking between Havelona and Kiel. Another opportunity for Havelona, and he scores on the drop.
Dropping that ball, but yung approach niya parang papalo siya, so San Sebastian was anticipating for a strong attack.
Making up for his earlier mistake, and that will be enough to send us into our second technical timeout of the second set, 16-10 in favor of Hachiran FEU, the Ramen Masters.
Pag sinasabing discard, tapos coverage yung mga hindi pa paano, ha?
Anim lang yan, ha? Diin nyo.
Service natin. Huwag kasi yung pataas. Karga, kita kamay lang yung raw. Iba dapat, yung service natin pasok. Tapos pasok. Ha?
Kaya anim lang.
O, anim lang. Kaya ba yan? Pinitintira natin.
Patamaan nyo lang para...
Oo. Para umina yung palo, ha?
Ayun,
Go, go!
Okay.
16-10. Can San Sebastian find a way to climb their way back into the second set? Or will Hachiran FEU score another set here and go up 2-0 in this matchup.
Cardo, this set is slower than the first set kasi nakita natin kanina fast transitions for Hatcheron FEU but not at this set. Medyo bumagal din yung galaw nitong Hatcheron FEU.
Yung blocking kumakagat na, no, for Hatcheron FEU. Earlier it was Havilona and Kiel. Now it's Havilona and Bugawan. Regalo. Pinulot na ni Honra to stop the bleeding for San Sebastian.
You see, and that time, nagkagulo na rin yung defense ng Hatcheron FEU. Now, we rarely see habol na rin sila and that resulted to a regalo. Honra receiving that happily. And San Sebastian scores once again.
Oh,
but there is
net touch. That was great timing actually from Sanchez. But a little too forward on that block and it results to an unfortunate error. Pangalawa na yan in this set.
Pangalawa na, and because kung meron kang strong attackers in front of you, you tend to go forward to the net and that's what happened to Sanchez.
Tapos na yung contact sa bola. It was actually caught on its way down. And San Sebastian recover. They will not, in that particular opportunity, Eusebio with the netter.
Eusebio not in the right position for that attack. Konti lang hinahawakan niya sa bola.
Good serve coming from Suarez. Combination play. Lumusot. Kept alive. And sent across by Hatcheron FEU. Good blocking once again. Bugawan skying high.
Bugawan, the assist were there to defend the net of Hatcheron FEU.
Look at this one more time. A triple block. More than enough to score a kill for the white shirts. As San Sebastian requests another time.
Taas lang daw yung bola, gawan mo ng paraan para mapasok yung bola doon. Ha? Tatlong block, di ba? Ano gagawin mo? Kita-kita mo block ball naman. Pwede mo namang i-drop yung bola. Ba't na-touch? Pag na-dumikit sa hindi, taas mo. Sayang yun, ang layo na doon sa market. Oy, bawi! Malayo pa yan! Kapit siya, kapit! Hindi.
20-11 all of a sudden. Hatcheron FEU establishing a more comfortable lead against San Sebastian, who had a good start here in the second set, just could not sustain it. And the blockers are definitely present right now.
Good blocking once again from Hatcheron FEU. Kapag nandyan si JP Bugawan, talagang maganda yung depensa nila sa net.
Almost an ace there off that touch of the tape. Combination play. Hindi na mahahabol ng San Sebastian.
Beautiful combination play for the assist. Ang ganda ng timing nila ni Bugawan.
It's very difficult not to commit to the combination plays of Hatcheron because you know the quality of their players. Nabantayan si JP Bugawan doon. Havilona will try. He gets it through the blockers.
Through the hands of the blockers. Havilona getting that point.
Salabsab checking in for JP Bugawan. Yes, this is Suarez serving. Oh, miscommunication there.
Earlier, ang ganda na ng tinatakbo ng laro ng San Sebastian, but right now, nawawala na naman sila sa focus and not even communicating.
Nakala ni Sanchez it would be a combination play, but there was no one behind him. Honra pulls one back. They're down by a mile now, 24-12. Hatcheron FEU at set point. Eusebio serving, and that is an error. Service error to seal their fate here in the second set. Another easy win.
Errors really hunting San Sebastian in this game. Kanina na-control na nila ng konti, but towards the end of the set, ganun na naman sila nawala sa focus and committing a lot of unforced errors.
And as a result, they dropped the second set, 25-12. We'll be back for the third set. The numbers in the second set, 25-12. 10 errors for San Sebastian, down from the 15 that they committed. But when you have Far Eastern University only committing 3, that just helps them, score an easy win in the second set.
Definitely. This was actually a better set for San Sebastian compared to the first set. But still, their errors are haunting them. Medyo maganda na yung nilaro nila nung start, pero bumitaw ulit sila towards the end of the set. Now for Hatcheran FEU, nag-relax sila in the beginning, but they were able to, bumawi sila and nilaro nila ulit kung ano yung laro talaga nila. Now for San Sebastian, one more chance for them in this set. Let us see kung ano yung gagawin nila.
They will open the third set with a serve. But as usual, it is Kiel being a big factor when he is in the middle for Hatcheran FEU.
Really, the players of Hatcheran FEU, wala kang pagpipilian, Carlo. Lahat sila talagang nagpe-perform and gumagawa kapag kailangan.
Good serve coming from Havilona. Oh, but an even better attack there coming from Ramirez.
Through the hands of the blockers of Hatcheran FEU. Slowly, natatansya na nila kung paano malusutan yung blocks ng Hatcheran FEU. Now, they need to maintain that dahil kanina ng second set, marami na rin silang palo na nalusot.
No touch, says our referees, and the hit goes out for the Assis. They have to figure out a way to stay within striking distance, and starting well is something that can help them do that.
Now, Lana, perfect timing, very well read on that Peter Kiel's attack.
Good dig there by the libero, Honra, straight into the blockers.
The Assis, Kiel roofed that attack from Honra, derecho sa floor.
Now Peter Kiel serving for Hatcheran FEU. Combination play, Honra with a smart hit. Pinatama na lang sa blockers eh.
Very smart move by Honra. Kasi kung papaluin niya ulit, kanina yung play niya na-block siya agad. So this time, ginawa niya ng paraan just wiping that ball.
It clips the fingertips of the blockers before sailing out. Service ace now for San Sebastian, courtesy of Lana. Left it short, hindi na naabutan ng libero.
There was this big space sa court ng Hatcheran FEU.
But the Assis gets it through the block of Honra.
Assis,
Still a very good start for San Sebastian. They're up 5-3.
Assis just placing that ball, hindi niya binigyan ng masyadong load yung bola, knowing that there was no coverage for San Sebastian. And ang ganda ng nilalaro ngayon ng San Sebastian, their movement, they have communication. But on that one, no coverage once again.
Look at this one more time.
Solid talaga yung blocking nitong Hatcheran FEU.
Another good block, but this one sails out. The presence was there, just did not get the lucky bounce.
Pamitan off the block na kung gusto makascore ng San Sebastian out of their attacks. Ganun yung gagawin nila, off the block or papahawak sa Hatcheran FEU or papalusutin yung bola.
Combination play, effective.
You cannot do anything about that anymore. Attack from Calado, combination nila ni JP Bugawan. Wala na yung blockers, Carlo.
In terms of our collegiate teams, you can say that Santa Elena NU, of course Perpetual, and FEU can hang with any of the club teams any given day.
It's a different kind of level na for those teams that you mentioned. Hindi na collegiate yung laro nila. Kaya na nila makipagsabayan talaga dito.
Another strong attack here coming from Bugawan as he inches Hatcheran FEU closer, only down by 1 now.
You know why it is so hard na i-block or receivein yung palo ni Bugawan because it is powerful and ang bilis ng bola.
Yeah. It's very difficult to anticipate where he wants it to go. Running attack will not work out for Onra. Another point here. This time courtesy of Avilona.
Now, Hatcheran FEU working as a team. You have Bugawan, Calado, Havelona, Peter Kiel attacking San Sebastian.
Yung nakakapanghinayang dito, good start na for San Sebastian. They were able to build a nice lead, but it was quickly erased. Ramirez gets it through the blockers, pero buhay pa rin. Havelona, soft touch, easily defended. From the back row now, a miss hit, attacking error. Coming from Juanra, and now we will have our first technical timeout of the third set. FEU tasting the lead, 8-7, as we take a quick break.
Sayang makukuha mo. Ha? Taga mo ba? Sige. Bumabaklas pa rito sa likod eh. Baka pwede bayan yung tayo dito. Mas maganda yung lingkod, mas maganda yung depensa. Maganda yung pattern. Pero yung mga nauna, maagal eh. Huwag kasi tayong tumigil. O, balik nyo ulit yung lipin natin ng second set.
Let's go. Let's go. Attempt lang tayo ng attempt, ha?
Kailangan ng malakas na palo. Kailangan ko mag-release. Masters!
Go. Yeah, Chiran! Masters!
After enjoying a slim lead, San Sebastian now finding themselves down by 1 point, 7-8 against Hatcheran FEU. As we thank you once again for your continued support of the 2019 Open Conference of Spikers Turf. We're down to our last handful of elimination round games, our group stage, before we head on to the quarterfinals. Much awaited by a lot of volleyball fans because they know exactly how good the action will be from the 8 teams that will end up qualifying.
Very exciting quarterfinal round for 2019 Open Conference. Imagine from 24 teams, we only have 8 teams sa quarterfinal round and the top 2 teams yon per pool. So, ano pang i-expect ng mga tao? I think mapupuno itong Paco Arena and lahat ng games, almost 5-setter games because of the preparation of the teams.
Of course, there are teams that have already punched their tickets into the quarterfinals. A bunch of great talents there as well. As a service error coming from Lim ends up tying the contest at 9 apiece. Suarez serving now for Hatcheran FEU. Sobra yung set. Lucky break here as San Sebastian will get another opportunity. And Ramirez finds a way to score.
Was able to get that attack because unang tumalon si Peter Kiel dito kay De Asis. That's why merong gap between De Asis and that net.
Now Ferrer serving again. Almost an ace. Joust at the net, won by Peter Kiel.
Kiel knowing what to do right away in that kind of situation. Tinalon niya agad and swipe yung bola.
Havilona serving for the white shirts. They go to Lana of the quick. Block goes out. Kontra sa Hatcheran FEU.
Off the block, Lana getting that point for San Sebastian. Now they're up by 1 and slowly getting the rhythm. Now for Hatcheran FEU, they are playing the way they are playing. Pero maganda kasi na yung ginagawa nitong San Sebastian. Kaya nauna na sila sa score.
Just so far, the best set. Best effort mula sa San Sebastian as they get another one here. Leading 12-10 now.
Now Hatcheran FEU committing unforced errors in this set na kanina na-minimize nila yung errors nila.
Strong attack. Well defended. Honra scores again.
Cross-court attack by Honra was good. The defender was there, but he was not able to control that ball.
No panic coming from the side of Hatcheran FEU. Coach Ray Diaz not even thinking of calling a timeout. He'll allow his players to settle matters among themselves. Attack error mula kay Calado.
A rare error from Mark Calado. That was his specialty, open and then cross-court attack. Pero masyadong mababa and masyado niyang diniin yung palo niya. That's why dumaretso sa net.
As a result, Nadera will enter for Mark Calado. Hachiran FEU suddenly down by 4. But Peter Kiel scores off the check.
Peter Kiel with that veteran mentality, knowing what to do. Look at that one. Again, there was one blocker, but that is really not enough for Peter Kiel.
And Suarez had to stretch for that set. Meanwhile, another hit goes through the blockers.
San Sebastian finding their way back and just finding that gap between the blockers of Hachiran FEU and the net. Kanina pa sila nakakascore out of that.
This is the most they've scored in a set here in this matchup. Pero madali namang pinatayon ni Bugawan.
How can you stop that kind of attack from Bugawan? Hindi pa nakakagalaw, hindi pa nakakatransition itong San Sebastian. Nakapalo na siya.
12 serving 15. This is Reco de Asis. Combination play, soft touch. Nadepensahan ni de Asis. San Sebastian scrambling to send it across. Soft touch again. Nabasa na ng depensa ng San Sebastian. One more try here for Hachiran FEU. Combination play. That is in.
Down the line attack by Nadera was good, just on the line to get that point.
So that substitution, Nadera entering for Mark Calado. Turning out to be a great decision coming from Hachiran FEU's coaching staff. That is wide on the serve, 16-13. Second technical timeout of the third set. Look at this, Golden Stag protecting a 3-point advantage.
Saan naman tayo, pre? Ha? Tibayan natin sa basa kasi hindi tayo makaka-atake ng maayos. Tsaka sa block, bilang. Kasi nakawala yung bilang talaga. Okay? Eagerness. Ayan o, tatlo lang yan. Yung sabi ni Coach Shed na pag lamang yung kalaban, huwag tayo ma-pressure. Ha? Ibahin natin yung utak natin sa mindset. Okay? Tara! Go! Hachiran! Passes!
Your games on Sunday still here at the Paco Arena in Manila. San Beda going up against the Navy Sea Lions. Signal HD Spikers facing off against the Adamson University Soaring Falcons. And then the big one, Philippine Air Force Jet Spikers versus the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Wow, that should be a great matchup.
Great games on Sunday. Really worth your time here at the Paco Arena. 3 games, just 100 pesos.
And that will be for the top spot of their respective group, talking about the Jet Spikers and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Of course, the winner will have a more favorable matchup. It's not a guarantee, of course. Pero syempre, mas gusto mo pa rin na yung second-ranked team, nung kabilang grupo, yung gusto mong matapatan.
I will be covering that game, Carlo. And ngayon pa lang, excited na ako para sa game ng Philippine Air Force and Ateneo.
Meanwhile, San Sebastian holding a 4-point lead here, 17-13. And I like what happened in that technical timeout for Hachiran FEU because the players were talking amongst themselves. They were holding each and everyone accountable. Halos di nagsalita yung coach nila.
Yes, sila na rin because ang tagal na rin nilang magkakasama. Alam nila kung paano i-bend yung mentality ng isa or i-bend yung mood nila because at this point, nag-relax itong Hachiran FEU kaya ngayon lamang itong San Sebastian.
But they gave up a couple of points and now it will force the hand of Coach Ray Diaz to call this time out.
Tama yung kamay, tama yung swing, tama yung paa, lahat tama eh. Ang problema natin, kailan ba tayo tatalo? Kahit na sumobra yung taas mo sa talo, kung i-execute naman at the right time yan, hindi siya magkakaroon ng option. Kaya siya nagkakaroon ng option eh.
San Sebastian is receiving so much better now, and the result is that their attacks, maganda rin talaga yung porsyento.
And now Coach Ray discussing the positioning and timing of blocking of Hatcheran FEU kasi nga nakakalusot na itong palo ng San Sebastian.
Combination play, he finds the gap dun sa likod ng depensa as FEU pulls one back. They're still down by 4 though, 14-18.
Good attack by Nadera. Combination play. No one was there for San Sebastian.
Pero ang ganda ng hugot, no? Ni Coach Ray Diaz. Nadera turning out to be a potent weapon for him here in the third set. From the back row, that is in.
Fast ball, cross-court attack from San Sebastian, and that is clearly in.
That was Robbie Pamitan scoring, and now it's Honra serving. Attacking error mula kay Avelona.
Nawala na siya sa timing, not in the right position for that attack. And alam na rin naman niya, kahit bago pa lang siya tumalon.
Hatcheran FEU finding themselves down by 6 points, 14-20. It's like watching another team performing after those two dominant outings in the first and second sets.
It's like, this is a different game.
Yeah.
Na kanina, in the first and second set, iba yung ginagalaw ng San Sebastian and even ng Hatcheran FEU.
But now Bugawan scores with a kill block. He pulls one back. Down by 5. Can they score consecutively here and claw their way back into this matchup?
Now Kiel is in front for Hatcheran FEU.
Oh, service ace for JP Bugawan. San Sebastian tatawag ng timeout. Their lead is down to 4, 20-16. Let's listen in.
Go lang, go. Ako lang panoorin. Siguro, taas mo paluin. Kasi pinalo mo sa net lang. Dito lang. Dito mo padaanin yung bola. Pa-check mo lang, palabas yung bola. Go lang.
Maluin mo kins ha.
Kaya yung 1-5 na lang tayo. Kalma.
Thank you so, brother.
First ball tayo.
San Sebastian sensing that Hatcheran FEU is slowly gaining steam.
Even though San Sebastian is at that 20-point mark, now if you are against Hatcheran, it is different. Para sa kanila, 4 points lang yan. And kayang-kaya nilang bumawi. Let us see kung kaya masustain ng San Sebastian yung ginagawa nila. And this
net touch against San Sebastian. Si Pamitan kanina, akala niya mag-out na pero hinabol niya pa eh.
Pero palabas na yung bola ni Havelon. Unfortunately, they touched the net, giving a point to Hatcheran FEU. Now 3 points na lang ang lamang ng San Sebastian.
Indecision hurting San Sebastian at this stage. Their lead is down to 3. Oh, another ace for Bugawan.
Kung kailan kailangan doon nakaka-service ace itong Hatcheran FEU, just like in the second set. And what happened to San Sebastian? No one moved for that serve.
You can feel the momentum shifting to the side of Hatcheran FEU. Another good serve from Bugawan. Ramirez blocked. Ball kept alive.
Crossing violation right there. Pamitan was not able to control his body. Nag-cross agad siya sa center line.
Has been mostly because of the service nitong si Bugawan. You can see there, napatawid. Accidentally, of course. But that gives up another point for Hatcheran FEU.
Guys, lamang pa tayo isa.
Palo mo sa taas. Diba? Target mo palo dito.
nararamdaman mo yung panghihinayang coming from San Sebastian because they were already comfortably ahead
Yes.
of Hachiran FEU, but they find JP Bugawan at the service area, and now Peter Kiel is out front. And this is turning out to be a deadly combination for Hachiran FEU.
And from that last time out, 20 na sila eh. Hindi pa sila nakakagalaw. But the service error committed by JP Bugawan, giving a point to San Sebastian.
Now, how can San Sebastian overcome? That is the question staring them right in the face right now.
Now
Can they hang on?
It is a matter of their mentality na, yung kung paano tatapusin yung set. So they can extend this game, but another error from San Sebastian.
Kiel scoring again. Great effort from San Sebastian. Specifically, itong si Ramirez, but it would not be enough to save that point. Owen Suarez serving for Hachiran FEU. Oh, a violation this time against Hachiran FEU.
Suarez crossed that center line. Now, you can step on that line, Carlo, pero yung heel mo hindi pwedeng lumagpas.
Ferrer serving for San Sebastian. Suarez, kanino pupunta? Odd angle there, easily picked up by San Sebastian. Back row attack, overcooks it.
May gigil ng kasama itong atake ni Honra. From his approach, makikita mo gusto niyang lakasan to get a point.
Javelona now serving with Hachiran FEU, wanting to force a tie. Another service ace.
How many service aces does Hachiran have here in this set? Kanina pa, frozen itong depensa ng San Sebastian kapag mayroong nagsaserve sa Hachiran.
Just in this span, from 20 to 15 to 22, all at least 3 service aces for Hachiran FEU. Got a smart hit there coming from Lana, pushing the ball off the blockers and out.
Lana just making sure nalalabas yung bola from the blockers of Hachiran FEU.
Dominic Ramirez serving now. It's a really good first ball, and that is the result.
Better combination play from Hachiran FEU. Peter Kiel with that kill.
Combination there. Nakahanap ng angulo si Peter Kiel as he knots the score at 23 apiece.
Hirap talaga kapag tinalunan ka ni De Asis and then Bugawan is
Yep.
there. And kanina si Peter Kiel.
Ferrer now serving. Honra sent back. They go back to Honra and he scores. He delivers the goods.
This time finding the gap of De Asis and Bugawan scoring through the block.
Lana checks out. De Guzman designated to serve. Pressure-packed situation. San Sebastian at set point. Here we go. One-handed set. De Guzman sends it up. Ramirez to Honra. Running attack. Well defended at the floor. The Asis powers it. But it's kept alive. Regalo converted by JP Bugawan.
Wow, what a rally on that one. Bugawan getting a point for Hachiran FEU. Ang ganda ng balikan nila ng bola. Depensa, palo. And on that last play for Bugawan, just dropping that ball from the regalo of San Sebastian.
All tied up now at 24 apiece. Few could have guessed that this would happen because of how dominant Hachiran FEU was in the first 2 sets. Golden opportunity now for the white shirts and they convert. Bugawan once again.
Bugawan with that monstrous attack. Now FEU is at match point. Dito mo makikita, Carlo, yung difference kapag endgame na kung sino talaga yung gagawa.
The ace is serving for the match. Go to Honra. Chance now, Suarez. To Bugawan, easy over. Buhay pa ang San Sebastian. Another opportunity. Hachiran goes to Bugawan. Soft touch will not work. Bugawan sent back.
Sanchez was there to block that attack from Bugawan, and Bugawan, hinanap pa niya yung bola, hindi niya nakita.
It was right there. Look at this one more time. The block falls in between. And as a result, we're tied once again at 25 all.
That was the third time na sinubukan ni Bugawan umatake from that specific spot.
Oh! Almost a service ace. Chance ball for San Sebastian. And that will go out. Another chance to win this set for San Sebastian.
Who would have thought that this is going to happen here in this third set?
Kayo, pagka malapit yung serve nyo sa linya, makakargahan nyo ba? O kung lalayo siya, ibibigay niya ang serve. Ha? Utak. Kung magpapakita tayo dito, pag serve, tsaka kayo pumesto, pwede naman na. Kailangan lang, mag-stay kayo sa focus.
San Sebastian's second chance to win the third set. Let's see if they can take advantage of this opportunity. This was what happened in the last play. Bugawan got a touch, but it went across and out. Service error mula kay Pamitan.
Costly error for Pamitan, but just a few inches, Carlo.
Yeah.
Konti na lang papasok yung bola.
26 apiece. Vincent J. Nadera serving for the white shirts. They go back to Honra. Could not load up on it. 1-2 play, works out.
Suarez with that drop ball. Second ball pa lang, binalik na niya yung bola, and the defense of San Sebastian was not yet ready for that.
We told you that he is a very aggressive setter. Third point of this matchup. Match point for Nadera and Hachiran FEU, and that is a service ace.
They ended this game in a service ace. They had a lot in this game, especially in the third set. Bugawan and other players just serving their hearts out here in this game. Now, a good set for San Sebastian kasi nakabawi sila, Carlo, from the first set na hindi sila nakagalaw. And they extended this third set. Unfortunately, the end game of Hachiran FEU mas malakas din talaga.
We tip our hats to San Sebastian for putting up a much better effort here in the third set, but it would not be enough. Hachiran FEU winning 25-8, 25-12, 28-26, scoring their third victory of the 2019 Open Conference of Spikers Turf. When we come back, we'll meet our best player of this matchup. Hachiran FEU scoring a straight sets victory against San Sebastian, and our best player of the matchup is JP Bugawan with 9 attacks, 4 blocks, and 2 aces. Yung first 2 sets, naging madali for Hachiran FEU, but in the third set, nagbago yung timpla ng laban. How did you accomplish, getting back after being down by 5 points?
Sinabi ko lang sa mga kasama ko na no mercy pa rin, na kahit anong mangyari, hindi pa natatapos yung laban. So kailangan namin kumayod hanggang matapos yung set para makuha namin yung game ko.
How difficult was it to try and bounce back after that tough 5-set loss in your last game?
Siguro po yung move on. Kasi walang mangyayari kung tali tayo sa nakaraan. So move on and move on kasi walang mangyayari kung naka-stick ka lang sa pass.
Now you will wait and see what happens dun sa last match ng PLDT. Ngayon, bibigyan naman namin ng pagkakataon para batiin yung mga supporters ng Hachiran FEU.
Binabati ko nga pala una yung pamilya ko na nasa Pangasinan, nasa Cavite, and also yung mother ko po na nasa New Jersey tsaka nasa Canada. Maraming salamat po sa lahat na sumusuporta sa FEU Hachiran po. Maraming salamat po.
Congratulations once again, JP Bugawan and the rest of Hachiran FEU sending it back to Mosh Cruz for our game highlights.
Now, after Hachiran FEU gets this game, they still have a chance for that quarterfinal round if PLDT loses on their last game. Now, in the first set, they dominated San Sebastian, stopping them. Only 8 points for San Sebastian, but a lot of errors for this team that pulled them down.
At 15 errors in the first set, they had 10 in the second. They had an outstanding start in the third set. They were up 20-15 at one point. But the experience, the veteran leadership of JP Bugawan, and, you know, just knowing that they can overcome that disadvantage was what changed things up for Hachiran FEU, ended up giving them a victory in straight sets.
Definitely, we know how Hachiran FEU is going to play in this game. Sabi nga ni JP Bugawan, no mercy. Ang ganda talaga ng pinakita nila. And they still have a chance here, Carlo. Pero nasa PLDT na lang kung makakapasok pa sila or hindi.
Unfortunately, they suffered a service error right when they had the chance to win the third set. And you can look at the errors as the main culprit for San Sebastian in this matchup. 30 compared to only 14. Yung ibang numero natin, hindi naman ganun kalayo talaga, except for the aces at 8-2. But the attacking was right there for San Sebastian, 32 against 26. It would not be nearly enough to overcome Hachiran FEU. Silipin naman natin ngayon ang standings for this particular group to better appreciate where the teams are right now and what's needed for them to advance yung perpetual safe. They will be heading into the quarterfinals as the #1 team in Pool C. Ito yung tinitignan natin ngayon. PLDT Home Fiber Power Hitters still have one match remaining. They will go up against the Philippine Coast Guard Dolphins. Should they win that one, they will join itong Perpetual in the quarterfinals. If they won't, then we will have another game between them and Hachiran FEU. Our games on Sunday, September 29, San Beda University versus the Philippine Navy. Signal HD Spikers kontra sa Adamson. And the Philippine Air Force Jet Spikers going up against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. That is it for your loaded Thursday afternoon of volleyball action. For Mosh Cruz and the rest of the hardworking men and women of One Sports, my name is Carlo Pamituan. We'll see you once again on Sunday for more of your 2019 Open Conference Spikers Turf.